So Lil Boosie screams like a bottom being penetrated every single time something gay falls towards his feet. So let's dissect exactly why he's offended by two red bones kissing in the back seat. Let's discuss. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's talk about the struggle rapper named Bussie. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So today is the day, once again, we gotta talk about Lil Boosie because he discovered something gay. Gay from the color purple, and I also want to talk about his back and forth with tsmadison. Today this video is going to be a little bit of reading Rainbow because they were going back and forth on Twitter, now known as X, you know, the place you go to masturbate. But to keep you guys up to date, if you don't know who these two people are, Lil Boosie is a struggle rapper from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know what, let me not even play Lil Boosie like that. Like, Lil Boosie was a successful rapper. Like, back in the day, he was successful, and to a lot of y'all's surprise, a lot of people, especially down here in Texas and Louisiana, they respect him. They respect him, and a lot of people think like him. And if you don't know tsmadison is a former porn star turned Viner turned social media sensation and influencer, and also a transgender activist and influencer. And I highly respect tsmadison. tsmadison, I think, is a dope individual. You guys know, every time, if you guys have followed my channel for a while, tsmadison used to have this show with Kaya called The Queen's Court, which was one of the best YouTube duos I have ever seen in my entire life. I still have their clips in my video to this day because, baby, that surely was a time to be alive.
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
Oh shit! God damn it!
Electrocute that bitch, and I want you to pour some water on her first.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the back and forth between these two in regards to the Color Purple movie remake. Now, before I read these tweets, I gotta say the Color Purple movie remake, to my surprise, a lot of people are saying that it is actually better than the original. Now, I do like music, but for some reason I don't like musicals, and then on top of that, I'm tired of remakes and I'm tired of seeing black trauma porn stories. But I will say a lot of people are saying that this is like one of the best movies made in like a very long time. I guess best black movie on top of that, made and put out in quite some time. So I don't know, should I go see it? Like, if you guys have seen it, should I go see the Color Purple remake? And y'all may flame me, I haven't really watched the original Color Purple movie in its entirety, but I've seen like bits and pieces here and there. The movie was just too long for me, but I remember like the most notable parts. And one of the most notable parts of that movie was when Celie ended up kissing, I forgot the other lady's name, but in this current movie, the lady that is giving Celie a kiss is played by Taraji P. Henson's character. But getting into these tweets, Lil Boosie said, "I had to walk out this Color Purple movie, and two older couples walked out also." That's surprising. "Because I had my little girls with me, and it seemed like a rainbow love story. Good acting, but whoever wrote the script is pushing the narrative hard. As a parent, I would not let my little girl watch this film." Lil Boosie also said, "Why, if someone doesn't agree with the rainbow narrative that's being pushed, why do y'all say that the person who doesn't agree is rainbow flag, gay basically? That's bullying. We have a right as parents to say it's not cool for a 7 and 9-year-old to watch this movie. We have rights as parents to protect our children as much as we can. I have no problem at all with gay people. My granddad was a preacher, Southern Baptist, and I'm just trying to raise my kids with the same beliefs and respect we was raised with. It's just this world will have you in a fight to do so." Now, before I go on to what tsmadison responded to, in regards to his last tweet, I will say, now, you know, I'm somebody that's black and gay, but y'all may be mad at me to an extent, to a very fine extent. There is a little bit of a gay agenda that's being pushed throughout, you know, the algorithm and through everything, you know, inclusivity. You know, I'm all for inclusivity, but I'm for it when it makes sense. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of like agendas and narratives are being pushed throughout the masses that sometimes don't make sense. Like, we don't always need a gay character in every single story. Like, we don't need a gay Superman. Like, we don't need like a almost gay Spider-Man. Like, we don't need to be included in every single thing. Inclusivity, yes, 100%. But you gotta make it make sense. So moving on along, tsmadison said, so Lil Boosie, you sat there with your daughter while Celie Daddy took her second child that he fathered and gave it to the pastor and his wife. You sat there with your daughter while Mr. came and bought her from her daddy at 14. You sat there with your daughter while Mr. enslaved Celie to cook and clean his nasty ass house with his children. You sat there with your daughter and watched Mr. beat, sexually destroy, and drag Celie all over the floor. You sat there with your daughter and watched Mr. bring his side chick into the house with Celie. But you got up to leave when you saw Celie finally find love and compassion and some sort of temporary relief from Mr.'s prison. Then you try and come to social media and bring the "What About the Kids" main campaign you've been on and attempt to use God to justify you and the people who stand with you. Tuh. And they call us delusional. Sir, the character that you play in real life is Mr., the daddy, the pastor, and all the other men who abused Celie in that movie, and have the nerve to finally be concerned about what a kiss would do to influence your daughter. There is truly some intervention needed in your life to sort out these homosexual demons you're fighting. Hashtag shift the concern this year. Hashtag 2024. Now, y'all, I completely agree with tsmadison, but we're going to discuss that a little bit later. So Lil Boosie responded and said, you seem offended because the truth hurts. The movie had great acting, but it's just not appropriate for my little girls to watch. And it's not just me, transsexual Maddie, that feels this way. Shake my head. Go read all the comments across social media about the film. It's a lesbian classic, but good film, and just because someone don't agree, that makes them homosexual. So everyone who disagrees is gay. Maybe you're mad at yourself. You've been mad at me since I told the T swimmer, get out the damn pool. Leave me alone, my N-word. tsmadison responds again and says, beloved Bussie official, I am not in any way angered at you, sir. There is no accountability ever taken for any of the contributions you add to the demise of our community. Our community, as in black people's, you have folks agreeing with you because they are just as misguided in their thoughts as you. You again sat with your daughter through all the parts dehumanizing and demeaning a black woman, a sex slave, a black woman, and beat a black woman, and the moment she finds love from a woman from up under black men's abuse is too much, and now becomes a gay agenda. I shouldn't expect much from a man who paid grown women to sexually assault his teenage son and nephew, thinking that makes him a man. No, sir, that makes them and you a mister. As long as you speak on making our existence as LGBT people an agenda to hurt kids, I'll be right here to remind you of your part in damaging kids. Be blessed, beloved. Now, tsmadison and Bussie continue to go back and forth in a series of tweets, but I'm not about to turn this video into Reading Rainbow, but I will say, Lil Boosie, you know, I always follow the lyrics of Taylor Swift. Like, sometimes you have to look in the mirror and say, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Now, Lil Boosie has been around for a while, and he's cultivated and literally like created his own lane and his claim to fame. Like, everybody in Louisiana, for the most part, loves Lil Boosie. Like, firsthand, like there's like this Texas Louisiana connection. I have like a lot of Louisiana roots and family members, and everybody still to this day goes up for Lil Boosie. But however, people go up for old Lil Boosie. They go up for 19-year-old Lil Boosie. So therefore, he doesn't really gain a lot of money, traction, or clout off of his new music that he puts out. So the one way for him to go viral is for him to either A, talk about some gay shit, B, talk about some funny shit, or C, degrade women on Instagram.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
A year ago or 2 years ago, he went viral for talking bad about Lil Nas X, and then after that, anytime that Lil Nas X would put out an antic, he would go viral for talking about it because it kind of riles up like the southern homophobic population of the world. Like everybody, Lil Boosie, to my surprise and to a lot of people's surprise, he is the voice for Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Plaquemine, you name it. Like Metairie, all of the miscellaneous little towns in Louisiana, like he speaks for them. He is the voice of southern people. Like trust me, like I have a lot of Lil Boosies within my family, and even though they had the same views, we still party and parlay and get drunk together because Louisiana people, that's what they like to do. They like to eat, drink, and sleep. So therefore the Bussie formula is to basically be the homophobic voice of the South by going against any type of like gay thing that goes viral on Instagram, which boosts up his streams for his old music and also boosts up his followers on all of the social media platforms. Like, I'm onto your shtick, and I hope a lot of people are too. Now, going back to tsmadison's earlier tweet, everything that she said about him was completely correct. Like, you are Mr. You're Mr. If you guys haven't watched Color Purple, Mr. was this horrible ass human being that literally impregnated his own daughter and then basically enslaved the other daughter and kind of like split the two daughters up, beat and sexually abused the other one, like you name it. Like I may have gotten that wrong because it's been years since I've seen The Color Purple and I never really watched it in its entirety, so I may have gotten the character a little bit wrong, but y'all get what the fuck I'm talking about. Like y'all get my shtick. And Lil Boosie, that's who he is in modern day. Like for examples, like you literally pay prostitutes to give head to your sons and your sons' friends, and the son's friend's parents, like, were y'all in agreement with this? Also, about a month ago, he got on live and he said straight up that he is cool with his daughter's boyfriend, future boyfriend, cheating on her just as long as he doesn't, like, beat on her. And I'm just like... And then on top of that, your biggest karma for being homophobic is you have a lesbian daughter. You know, a little red bone kissing in the back seat. Like, that's what you have. So my thing is this, on top of that, they don't even have a good relationship. They have a terrible relationship. Not even because she's a lesbian, it's because he's a terrible father. And lastly, the biggest contradiction of Lil Boosie, Little Busted Baby, is the fact that you have a hit song by the name They Dykin'. Now, to my lesbian girls of the world, can I say dyke? Like, is dyke a slur? Like, they dykin'? I know I already said dyke, but... can I as a gay man say dyke? Now y'all, some of the lyrics to the hit song, They Dykin', go a little bit like this. Check this out. Two red bones kissing in the back seat. Girl, don't stop, keep going and relax me. You want me to join in? Then ask me. I like girls who like girls, that attract me. Her and a friend got drunk and she made a move. She licked a girl on her stomach and she couldn't refuse. Now she's confused cause she's saying she like niggas too. You bisexual, but it's cool. So therefore, Lil Boosie, you know, you wanna hide, you know, this gay agenda from your kids, cool. Like I said, I do feel like the gay shit is overexposed to the children. Hey, I can say this shit because I'm a gay man too, but like I just gotta keep it real. Like there is a gay agenda, absolutely. You can duke it out with me in the comment section. Let's duke it out. But like I said, I feel like we don't need to be included in everything. But Bussie baby, it just feels like you are suppressing a lot of, you know, unreleased trauma from the past. I really feel like somebody in the past kind of touched on him during his childhood, and him seeing gay shit fascinates him, but he can't really say how he really feels on the inside, so therefore the homophobic stuff is what comes out, and that's what gets him acceptance and kind of like riles up his base a little bit. So therefore, Lil Boosie, you need therapy, but at the same time, you ain't gonna do it. Like most of your health insurance, if you even have it, goes towards diabetic medication. So therefore that copay is not going to play. But I will say at the end of the day, you need to lay off the gay shit. just lay off the gay shit. Like, I know this is what feeds you out throughout the algorithm. Like, this is what gets you the most clout. But, baby, like, how long you gonna keep riding this ship? Are you gonna keep riding this ship until you finally ride some dick? But at the end of the day, y'all, this shit don't even matter. It don't even matter because he's still going to have support. He's going to have immense support because, for one, Lil Boosie is funny as hell. For two, the southern ghetto gays love him to pieces. Like, no matter what, he is still played in every single black gay space I've been to. Like, Set It Off is an astronomical hit, and I always hear it every single time I step out into the gayborhood. So no matter what you gays say against him, he has a lot of gays that support him. And then on top of that, the southern people, they love him. The southern people love him. He is the voice of the South. I like no matter what, he is the voice of the South. So no matter what, he's still going to have support. So it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think about this whole entire fiasco. Those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.